Clemson vs. Georgia Tech prediction, odds. Pick for college basketball. It's time to continue our college basketball odds series with a Clemson-Georgia Tech prediction and pick. Find out how to watch Clemson-Georgia Tech. A busy Tuesday night in college basketball includes this ACC game in Atlanta, as Clemson visits Georgia Tech. Clemson is coming off an Elite Eight run under coach Brad Brownell, who has had a roller-coaster tenure at Clemson, but managed to produce a strong season precisely when the natives were beginning to get restless and grumble about his job performance. Brownell was inconsistent for a long time, but improved at the exact moments when his tenure was about to lose steam. Brownell's Elite Eight in 2024 solidified his position at Clemson. He isn't going anywhere, and moreover, it's for the school's own good. Brownell has been a survivor in this business, with more resilience and back-to-the-wall composure than a lot of his peers. Clemson is an NCAA tournament quality team. The Tigers have endured some slip-ups, such as a loss to South Carolina and a recent road defeat against Louisville, but they beat Kentucky and have some good results on their resume. Clemson should be able to finish in the top four of the ACC. The Tigers should be able to mop up against the middle tier and the lower half of the ACC, with this past Saturday's decisive win over Florida State being a representative example. Clemson has more talent and size than most of the teams in the ACC, not Duke, but arguably every other side. Clemson should be able to win a lot of games in the ACC. As long as the Tigers don't stumble more than once or twice, they should be able to get back to the big dance and see their name appear in a bracket on Selection Sunday. Georgia Tech is licking its wounds after a blowout loss to SMU this past weekend on the road. The game was never close. Georgia Tech got blown out of the box and could not recover. After a no-show, it is important for the Yellow Jackets to come back with a strong, vigorous performance and, win or lose, show some pride. This program is not in a good place. The Yellow Jackets need to use these next 2 months to improve their culture and find a few things they can hang their hat on heading into the coming off-season. Georgia Tech needs to present itself as a respectable program where good players should want to go as part of the tradition of ACC basketball. Here are the Clemson-Georgia Tech college basketball odds, courtesy of FanDuel. College basketball odds. Clemson-Georgia Tech odds. Clemson, minus 5.5, minus 110. Moneyline, minus 230. Georgia Tech, plus 5.5, minus 110. Moneyline, plus 188. Over 143.5, minus 115. Under 143.5, 105. How to watch Clemson vs. Georgia Tech. Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. TV ACC Network. Watch college basketball live with Fubo TV. Get access, save $30. Why Clemson will cover the spread/win. Clemson is a lot better than Georgia Tech. Clemson just crushed Florida State. Georgia Tech just got blitzed by SMU. The gulf between these two teams is considerable, making the 5.5-point spread seem awfully small, almost as though this is a trap. Almost. Not quite. This is a Clemson game all the way. Why Georgia Tech will cover the spread/win. Georgia Tech will play dramatically better in this game than it did versus SMU. The Yellow Jackets will bounce back, and that will be enough for them to cover the spread. Final Clemson-Georgia Tech prediction and pick. Clemson is good, Georgia Tech is not, and the spread is only 5.5 points. Take Clemson and don't overthink it. Final Clemson-Georgia Tech prediction and pick. Clemson minus 5.5. Like Clutch Points content? Be sure to follow us. The post-Clemson vs. Georgia Tech prediction, odds, pick for college basketball appeared first on Clutch Points.